Welcome to my kayak video on the Indian River Lagoon, just off from the Oslo Road kayak launch. What you're looking at is Indian River Island number 39, which is a very interesting island, as you'll see in one moment here. It actually has what looks like a rampway that leads up to the island, which is really kind of a dike that was built in the water from oyster shells. And it's the only structure like that I know of in Indian River County attached to or part of as any one of the islands that exist between Fort Pierce and Sebastian Inlet. These islands are mostly made of oyster shells and spoil material that's dredged from the intracoastal waterway, but they really are over time being converted to mangrove swamps that are nursery areas for fish and birds, and they're really filled with just a myriad of very different kinds of life. In the water you'll find just schools and schools and schools of different kinds of minnows that use this habitat as a nursery, and the water is in pretty good shape, and you see a lot of subaquatic vegetation here that manatees love to have. That's really high on their menu. It's very interesting that the western side of the islands in the water are primarily sand, whereas the opposite side, the eastern side, is covered with seagrass. And it's very curious that they're like that, and almost all the islands are the same way. I don't have an explanation for that. I really don't understand it, but it is very curious that one side is predominantly sand and the other side is predominantly seagrass. You can judge the general health of the waterway by looking at the seagrass. If there's anything that's in balance or in excess of pollutants in the water, you usually don't see much in the way of seagrass. And here you can see plainly that there's a lot of seagrass, a lot of vegetation, which is definitely a positive sign. Some areas of the water are a little clearer than others. It depends on depth and currents within the Indian River Lagoon, but overall you can see that it's pretty viable, and there's as I said, a myriad of fish in the water, big ones and small ones, but you can just see schools and schools and schools of minnows, which is a very good sign because they wouldn't be surviving if the water quality was really subpar. Island IR40, which is south of the first island that we looked at. This island has a very big grazing area of seagrass that is frequented by manatees, and I've seen 4, 5, 6 of them grazing in the same general area over and over and over again. And it also has lots and lots and lots of schools of minnows and a fair amount of seagrass growing, which is always a positive sign. Thanks for watching the video, and take care until next time.